Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the Global Speedrun Association Dark Side Tournament for Super Mario Odyssey. Today we are having a quarterfinal match, allnewluke versus LilKirbs14. I'm your commentator, Ganon Slayer, and I'm really looking forward to this match personally. I feel like it could go very close depending on how either runner plays. Just getting set up right now. Should be starting in a couple seconds. Alright, here they go. So we're gonna be starting off in Cap Kingdom. And there's only gonna be one main difference in Cap Kingdom from any percent if you're used to the any percent route, and that's that both runners are gonna be grabbing the Cap Kingdom top hat tower checkpoint near the end of the kingdom to make a revisit easier. Because in Dark Side, right, we're gonna have to grab double the amount of moons you would for any percent. So in order to get that amount of moons, they are going to be revisiting some kingdoms in the post game. And in order to make some of those moons easier, they are going to be grabbing checkpoints. Alright, so starting off, make your way over to the top hat tower to start things off here. Looks like Luke has a little bit of a lead, but Curb's doing that spin pound there, slightly more optimal. Alright, both runners playing well so far. Let's see. Looks like they're both entering with a 110, so that's pretty fast. Like, 109 is probably the fastest you would expect from someone. They're still very synced here going up the top hat tower. Oh, we see some strat difference. Luke being a little more optimal there. Taking a little bit of a lead, and as I was talking about earlier, they both did grab that checkpoint for the cap revisit later in the run. Very solid cap kingdoms from both runners, actually. Looking like a 220 for both, I'm pretty sure. Might be a 219 for Luke. Yeah, I'm thinking 220. Very nice. Less than a second of difference. Maybe a 219 for Luke, actually. Alright, so now we're going into the Cascade Kingdom. And if you don't keep up with this game recently, or if you haven't kept up with it recently, you might not know that there was a new update now. Update 1.3, and it made the load so much faster that this update is actually faster than 1.0. So, you aren't going to be seeing any first moon skip here. They are just going to be grabbing this first moon to start off in Cascade. And in Cascade 1, there's also only going to be one pretty minor difference from the any percent route. And that's just going to be that they're going to grab both moons at the end of the kingdom instead of grabbing only one. They're going to get the above the cliff moon, and they are going to get the chest moon as well. Okay, so going into a cutscene here, then after that they're going to be making their way up, capturing a dinosaur, and doing a kind of precise trick called Dino Skip. Probably won't see any mess ups here, it's not too hard, but it's not exactly the easiest thing ever either. You can still mess it up. Luke's looking good. Same with Curbs. Alright, so Curbs having to take his time after the bounce though. So Luke getting a little bit of a bigger lead here. Still nothing major though. Nothing that can't be made up. This bit of Brood Fight, you are going to see them go in and grab coins. And I guess this is a good place to talk about coin routing for Dark Side. Basically, they are going to be needing to get a Toadette achievement moon later in the game, and that is going to require them to grab 1,000 coins throughout the entire run. So you might see them grab like as many coins as possible if they're just right there. Like if they're optimal, if they don't lose any time and there's coins there, then they are going to grab them. Which is what you just saw with that boss fight, since in the middle phases they don't have to do anything anyways, so they have time to grab some coins. There are also 4 Luigi and Captain Toad hint arts that they grab in this category, and each one of those is worth 200 coins. So that'll add up to 800 coins from hint arts, and then they just have to get 200 additional coins throughout the rest of the run. So here we see Luke still maintaining a bit of a lead here. But that could change here. Going into chest clip. Okay, Luke's setting up for the slower version of chest clip. Curbs going for fast chest clip. Looks like both of them will work though. Curbs definitely made up a little bit of time with that. Luke's still holding on to a lead, and both runners are going to meet their DSTA window. And basically, if you saw at the beginning of the run them setting up their timer to be at setting up their time, sorry, to be at a specific point, basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to plant a seed. They're trying to plant a seed, right? And that seed would normally take 18 minutes of real time to grow. But because of daylight savings time activating due to when they set their time to, it'll make the game think that an hour has passed, and the seed moon will grow immediately as they exit the Rumble Room sub area in sand. So that's what you're going to be seeing coming up here. It's going to be the main things to start Sand Kingdom. Both runners getting fast action guide skip as well. Alright. Both doing the very important clipping the camera through the ground at the beginning of Sand Kingdom. But yeah, here's what I was talking about. You see, both runners going to be planning this seed moon. Oh wow, this is actually pretty synced. Curbs is a little more optimal with this movement. Both grabbing the bird moon. Curbs now actually ahead by a little bit. But the most important part is that they both just nailed this movement. Because it's pretty janky if you've never, like, tried it yourself. It's pretty difficult. Let's see. You see, yeah. Now, both of their seed moons will have grown immediately. You can see Curbs being more optimal with his grab on that moon as well. Entering the employees only around a second or so ahead of Luke now. More like 2. But yeah, so now Sand is going to be a little different from any percent. If you know the any percent route, they are going to be taking a small detour to grab 2 more moons than you normally would in any percent. Okay, so the next trick coming up here is going to be Dram Strat. Basically, ooh, Curbs. Oh no, Luke messing up that jump onto the ice pillar. Still backing it up quite quickly. But here's what I was talking about. If you look at Curbs' screen, Dram Strat, he's going to be leaving his hat by a bullet bill, grabbing a moon, and trying to warp up to the bullet bill after grabbing the moon. Making that work. Very nice from Curbs. Looks like Luke is actually going to be blocked by the platform. Yeah. Luke got his hat blocked by the moving platform on the cycle up there. That's extremely unfortunate. Alright. So now, if you're familiar with some of the older any percent routes, this movement that Curbs is doing right now might look a little familiar. They are going to be grabbing this flowing sands moon. Ooh, Luke having a little bit of trouble with the luggage ground pound moon as well. But he's going to be grabbing this flowing sands moon, and then he's going to be attempting to ground pound on this pipe as it appears on the ground to make his way up to the crate moon late, as it has been dubbed late crate. It's not as hard as the 1.0 late crate, but it's still kind of challenging, and that moon is still very fast to grab. So now after this, it should look pretty normal. If you know the any percent route, this is pretty much the exact same as any percent from here on out. Ooh, Luke bonking there. Kind of unfortunate, as Curb sets up for Jaxie skip here. Very nice, no issues. Luke's scaring me with that bullet bill capture as well. I thought he was gonna run into it. Ooh, again. Curb's now making his way over to the Oasis, ending it off just like any percent here. He's gonna be grabbing 2 more moons here. He's gonna be grabbing Where the Birds Gather, Quick Moon, Quick Ground Pound Moon. And then he's gonna be getting the Taking Notes on the Palm Tree Moon. Optimally, the moon that Curbs is about to attempt can be done with 1 spin throw. Making that work beautifully. Very nice notes from Curbs. So Curbs not letting up during that sand. He didn't give Luke like any chance to catch up throughout the later half. Interested to see Luke's notes now. Luke also getting 1 spin throw notes. Very clean. Alright. Curb's actually exiting with what looks like an 11:05, which is pretty nuts for this category. 11:05 is nothing to laugh at. And now they are going to be going into Lake 1. So basically, Lake Clip, which is a trick that's used in any percent, and a few other categories as well, it actually saves a lot more time in this category than it does in any percent. And basically that's just because of how all the routing works with the revisits. It's way more optimal to grab these moons here than it is in Lake 2. So you are going to be seeing Curb set up for that after he grabs a couple more moons. They're going to be grabbing the any percent moons in a little bit of a different order than what you might be used to as well. They're going to be grabbing this Cheap Sheep Crossing moon first, and then going up to the zipper and setting up for Lake Clip. Okay, Curb's having to reset up there. It's not too much of a time loss. So yeah, Curbs is now setting up for Lake Clip. That looks good. Just has to nail the out of bounds movement. Very nice. Grabbing that checkpoint and getting this out of bounds, well, not out of bounds moon, but grabbing this chest moon from out of bounds and then warping himself up to the checkpoint. Alright, so Luke is now going to be setting up for Lake Clip as well. Looks like he's just a little too far left. Now he's too far right. Setup is very difficult to get. Oh, clipping back in bounds. Looks like he's not very used to this, as Curbs is now fighting Rango. That looks like a fake clip. Yeah, ooh. Man, oh my gosh, Luke. Having some issues with the clip. Just giving up on it at this point. Choosing to go for the slower route. Honestly, the fact that he went for it, that's still respectable. But now I'm not going to be able to tell exactly who's ahead because, wait. I'm confused as to what Luke's doing. He's down a moon. Is he going to grab notes now? I think he's going to grab the notes moon at the end after Rango. But yeah, so now, since the runners are doing different routes, I'm not going to be able to tell exactly who's ahead. Or by how much. I mean, obviously Curbs is ahead right now. He had a very nice Lake 1. Exiting with what looks like a 14:07. Yeah. 14:07 fade out. So since Luke went for this route, he is going to be losing some additional time later in Lake 2 to Curbs as well. Alright. So yeah, as I was anticipating, Luke is now just going to be getting the Notes Moon here. Very sad that he messed up Flake Clip. But I guess it's good that he decided to go for this round instead of wasting any more additional time going for it. As he takes a bonk, trying to grab the last moon as well. Okay, so if you're familiar with Wooded any percent, this route is going to be exactly the same provided that both runners get Nut Clip. If not, there is a backup route to grab 4 extra moons and route out some moons later. But if Nut Clip goes as anticipated, both runners will be doing the exact same route as you would in any percent. So we're setting up for Nut Clip now. That should be good, that looks right. Yep, okay, now going for the out of bounds movement here. Kinda tricky. Very nice. Alright. And making his way back up with no issues at all. Ooh, doing triple jump ramp. Wow. Okay, having a little bit of a hiccup here. But triple jump ramp, that is pretty precise. As Luke misses the bunny. Going to have to back that up. Alright. Backing it up in a pretty quick way. It's probably the best he could have done at that point. As we see Curbs now making his way up. Using some poison hacks there, of course. Oh, Luke bonking. Having to reset up for tree route. Luke is actually doing a slightly different wooded route than Curbs, and optimally it would save 2 seconds, but since he already bonked, that time save is kinda already gone. Alright. Now we see Luke setting up for Nut Clip. That looks good. As Curbs nails Flower Road Skip. Got 2. Oh no, Luke bonking the out of bounds movement. Ooh, okay, okay. Alright. Luke's still making his way through the out of bounds movement at least, so that's good. And getting up with no issues. Alright, let's see. Curbs now making his way through the tower. Luke's still in the outside of Wooded. Pretty far behind at this point, but there's still a large chunk of the race left. Curbs now doing the Spiritless movement. A little far right there, but still making it work. That was a little sketchy. I thought he was gonna go too far. Vaulting his way up to that Nut Moon. I've never seen that before. That's already, that's... Wow, okay. Curbs just pulling out everything he can at this point. Not giving Luke any chance to catch up. Going through the pipe sub area now. Nice pipes from Curbs. Curbs on a really good run right now. Luke does Flower Road Skip, no issues there. Alright. Luke making his way into the tower. Curbs exiting wooded with a 1917 fade out. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Had something come up for a second. Ooh, Curbs doing the cloud hand art. Okay, hold on. Very risky choice. Let's see. Wow, making that work beautifully. That was amazing. So now Curbs is going to be routing out a hint art later in the run. Presumably in Lost 1, because that hint art is a little annoying. That was nuts. He did it. Wow. Alright. Luke also finishing up pipes. Okay. Curbs down with Cloud. As Luke is now exiting wooded. So Curbs out to what I would presume is around a 2-minute lead right now. Curbs setting up for meme tree. Making that work. Very good movement over to the first moon. And now this route is going to be very different from any percent. This is going to be our first big difference. Curbs is going to be going up to this section up here to grab a checkpoint. And basically what this is going to allow him to do is a little later into the kingdom, he's going to be able to die and then warp immediately up to that checkpoint. So he's going to be grabbing this moon like he would in any percent, but then he's going to be spin pounding down to this moon on the platforms, and he's going to be getting that moon in the 2D area. And then he's going to be doing a death warp right here. As Lucas now making his way into the cloud fight. Setting up for fast hat. Getting the second phase one. Very nice. It's hard to be a solo commentator and commentate two people at the same time, so sorry if I seem to focus on like one person more than the other. But Curbs getting cave gardening as Luke nails the third phase fast hat. Curbs now going over to the branch moon. Alright, so Curbs is trying to hit that cage. And grabbing the stone cage moon below here. And now making his way up to the moon that he just uncovered by breaking the cage. Alright. Curbs with the stylish up throw dive and the cap throw escape afterwards. He's just not giving up any time here. Curbs flying through the stage. Looks like Luke is actually going to be going for the Koopa free running ending here. Wait. Aw, bonking. Basically, there's a strat in free running for that movement up the wall where you can dive onto that platform, then do a side flip up to the end, and then do the wall jumps. And that saves around 0.3 or 0.2-ish if you're really fast. So yeah. It's more for style points in a run like this, but in something like Koopa free running, that actually makes a big difference. Anyways, Curbs now in Metro. Metro is gonna be very similar to what you're used to for any percent. There's only gonna be some minor differences, and those are gonna be in Day Metro. Night Metro is exactly the same as any percent for this category. So as Curbs makes his way over the first moon in Metro, Luke now getting cave gardening. Making his way over to the branch moon as Curbs is about to enter the city hall interior. Luke having to grab that hint art that Curbs did not have to grab because Curbs did the cloud hint art. Alright. Luke grabbing second to last moon and lost one. Finishing up, grabbing this moon under the bridge. And making his way to the Odyssey now. Curbs going into the Mecha Wiggler fight at this point. The first phase of this fight is not that bad. The second phase is where, is why this boss fight is quite infamous. Basically, there is a pattern that you get with the second phase, and it is completely RNG. There were some like attempts to find RNG manipulation, but that hasn't been looked into that much. So for now, we still just have to hope that the Wiggler gives us good RNG. So I'm interested to see Curb's pattern for the second phase coming up here. Alright. Let's see, looks like starting from the right side and cutting across to the left, but that looks like a pretty easy pattern to manage. Definitely. Oh, Curb's missing the last hit actually. That probably cost him a couple seconds, but that's nothing major. Alright, so Luke is now going to make his way into the City Hall interior. Just going to be climbing his way up. I didn't mention this the first time, but this room is very cycle-based. Basically, you want to play fast enough to catch this elevator on the first cycle. If not, you lose a couple of seconds. Which is obviously not optimal for our speedrunning needs. Luke having no issues with the interior though. And he's going to be going to the Mecha Wiggler fight soon. As Curb sets up for another Dram strat here. Metro Dram. Very nice. Capture warping to the pylon. And now another trick right back to back. Scoot clip. Very nice from Curbs. And here's the main difference from any percent in Metro. They're going to be going to Metro Shop to purchase this moon. Which you might not have seen before, or you definitely haven't seen before if you watch any percent. Because although it is technically optimal with like a new finding, it's only optimal if you do the cloud hint art, and I don't think there are any runners that go for that in any percent runs, except maybe Curbs. So I don't know. Alright. So, Luke now setting up for second phase. Curbs talking to this dude on the bench. Looking at Luke's pattern. Okay, looks... Oh, okay, the Wiggler juked him out a bit there. And it's going to be looping back in itself. Not a great pattern for Luke there. Curb's taking a bonk there, but now he is going to be grabbing... Ooh, actually missing the hint art. Missing it again. What? I think he's... There we go. Took him, like, quite a while to grab that hint art there. Not sure how much time that lost him. But now he is going to be going into bullet building. Very precise and difficult sub area. Alright. Setting up for the second part of it. Trying to get an instant capture on this bullet bill. Nailing it. Very nice from Curbs. That's gonna be a pog champ for me, dog. Okay. So Luke is now setting up for Scooter Clip. If he does it, he might... Yeah, he does Scooter Clip now, okay. Taking his time with the setup, though. Alright, still nailing it. Got a bit of moon grab sync there, even if it's on different moons. So Luke not going for Metro Shop, so he is not going to be doing the bullet building route. He is going to be doing basically the same exact way that you do in any percent, except he's going to be grabbing that hint art at the intersection that you saw Curbs have a bit of trouble getting. Because Curbs actually shows off Acrid Climb. And gets the spin pound very nicely. Taxi on a pretty bad cycle for Luke there. That's rather unfortunate. As Curbs nails the bullseye onto that moon as well. Very nice. Luke having a bit of trouble with with the hit art as well. This hit art, oh, there we go. Getting it a little faster than Curbs though. So yeah, you're gonna see Luke go to the musicians, and basically when Curbs did that bullet building sub area, he did skip the need to go to the musicians. Alright. So Curbs is gonna be exiting here with a 31, 16 or 15. It's one of the two. Very good pace. It is world recordable, technically. $31.15 fade out there. Alright, so Curbs now going to Snow Kingdom. Luke going up to the higher part of Day Metro here. So Snow on Curbs' side is going to be pretty much the exact same as any percent. There's going to be one minor difference when Curbs goes into the well, when both runners go into the into Shiveria. Luke taking a bonk on the climb. That's a little unfortunate. So you're gonna be seeing what I was talking about a little earlier here. Curbs going into the Shiveria, entering Shiveria town, and now here he's gonna be looking at this hint art to open up an easy moon, easy quick moon, and lost 2 later in the run. Curbs taking a bonk, going for that second moon in Shiveria. It's a little unfortunate. Bit of moon grab sync here as well, from different kingdoms even. Okay. Curbs attempting that snow moon clip there. That looks good. Very nice. Now Curbs entering the Blowy Joey sub area. Trying to beat this cycle here. Very nice. Doing triple jump across the room. Missing the spin pound onto the secret moon. But just backing it up with the normal ground pound. Still making the fast cycle and getting an instant capture on the Blowy Joey. Wow, alright. He's flying. Alright. So now as Luke enters Shiveria, or the Snow Kingdom, LilKirbs is going to be heading into the Goomba Room. And this Goomba Room, there's not like, it's not too difficult, but there are a couple of strats involved. Including one right after the secret moon here. The movement to the secret moon is pretty basic. But after grabbing the secret moon, there is going to be an attempt to go for a roll cancel triple jump across the rest of the room here. Looks like Curbs is going to be nailing that nicely. Very nice. Alright. So Luke now entering Shiveria Town. Wait, Luke didn't look at the lost hint art. He might do that after this moon. Okay, yeah, he is going to be. I thought he forgot for a second. Taking a bonk there. As he makes his way up to the Shiverian treasure chest moon. Okay, so now Curbs is going to be setting up for Snowdrim, one of the OG trick jumps, I guess you could call it. As Luke does the snow moon clip. Missing that. So yeah, Curbs looking to nail this Snowdrim jump first try. If not, it could lose him around 20 seconds. Okay, nailing it. Very nice. Scared me a bit because he didn't do any sort of cap bounce vector. Alright, so Luke did miss the triple jump, but he did manage to back it up really nicely. And he is still going to be making the cycle for the blowy jelly as well. Very nice. So Curbs exiting Snow with a 35-55 here. Very solid pace. Heading into the Seaside Kingdom, and Seaside is going to be exactly the same as any percent as well. There are only a couple kingdoms with changes as you make your way to the end of the game, but in the revisits, like in post game, we're gonna revisit kingdoms and get a lot of really quick moons. So that's when there's a ton of new gameplay. For here, there's still, you know, it's still basically the same routing, maybe just a couple of extra moons here and there. We see Luke doing the roll cancel triple jump across the gap at the end of Goomba Room. Very nice, nailing that. Alright. So Curbs flying through the Seaside Kingdom. Haven't seen any real errors yet. Now gonna be going underwater, capturing this Cheep Cheep. And Luke is actually now gonna be setting up for Snowdrim as well. So Snowdrim, very precise. It's a pretty risky strat, but it does save quite a bit of time if you nail it first try. So we're hoping Luke gets this. Setting up. Doing a cap bounce vector and making that with no issue at all. Making that look easy. So as Curbs grabs this moon and this 6th moon in Seaside, Luke is now globing to head to the Seaside Kingdom. So Curbs maintaining quite a significant lead at this point. And now Curbs is going to be setting up for the Seaside Fish Cliff. Alright, that should be good. Hardest part of it is staying out of bounds while grabbing this moon here. Alright, Curbs doing just that, and now he's going to be able to enter the Sphinx room from below without having to ever talk to the Sphinx. Alright, so as Luke arrives in Seaside, Curbs is actually finishing up right now. I saw someone in the chat ask for the rules of Darkside. Basically what they're doing is they're gonna be doing any percent, but they're also gonna be doing a bit of post-game stuff as well, and grabbing some additional moons to reach an extra kingdom in the game. It's called the Dark Side of the Moon, and basically you need 250 moons to reach it, and then the timing ends when you get the moon in the dark side. And to answer the other question, the splits aren't displayed on stream just for simplicity's sake. Alright. So Kirb's nailing Salt Triple. And he's gonna be making his way over to the Spirit fight as Luke does the underwater movement in Seaside. Okay. So Kirb's doing a really fast first hit on that Spirit fight, actually. Doing some first-person modes to flex here. Alright. So yeah, Luke is going to be setting up for the Seaside Fish clip here in a second. Gonna be keeping an eye out for that. Hopefully nothing goes wrong there. Okay, getting the clip. Getting a little close to the wall there, but it looks like he is still out of bounds if he holds away. Yep, okay. So still making it work. Just a little sketchy there. Kirbs is now gonna make his way over to the plaza as he exits this sub area. And Luncheon is also gonna be pretty similar to any percent, except there's gonna be an additional sub area at the end that you would not normally get if you're doing an any percent run. Just to grab 2 quick extra moons that are kinda along the way. Alright. So Kirb's grabbing this moon in the pot from the turnip. Then gonna be doing some pretty cool movement after this moon right here. Hopefully nailing it. He's gonna be trying to do a roll cancel and make his way all the way down here. Ooh, he didn't know he was gonna make it, so he tried to do a dive and that just registered as a roll. That's gonna set up the it's gonna mess up the Podoboo cycle. Oh, and he misses it again. That's gonna lose him, like, I'd say around 8 seconds total there. That's unfortunate. Pretty sure it's 4 seconds if you miss 1, so I'd assume missing 2 would be 8. As Kirbs now goes into Fork's room. Making short work of that. As Luke finishes up the Spirit fight. Okay, so now, if you're familiar with 1.0, 1.0 is now slower than the new version 1.3, so we aren't going to be seeing any turnip clip. So the runners are going to be just doing a jump like that, straight up to that moon without even going near the turnips. And then they are going to be getting this moon the intended way by using the cheese. Kirbs with that instant capture on the Pambro as well. And just the spam cheese strats. Simple yet effective. Oh! As Cappy was coming back to him, Cappy hit the Panbro again, so he's going to be having to uncapture that, rolling into lava. Yikes, not exactly the cleanest cheese movement from Kirbs there. As Luke is now making his way into the plaza, trying to grab this Crates moon while getting up to the area where it spawns. Very nice. Alright. Okay, so now, if you look at Curb's screen real quick, this is gonna be the area that I was talking about earlier. This is gonna be the main difference from any percent. And that's just gonna be getting these 2 moons from this sub-area. Ooh, Curb's just not having... Like, he's making a ton of minor mistakes, but that is gonna mess up the cycle for the platform, maybe, but you can still make it from any cycle, I'm pretty sure. So he's just gonna be jumping across these lava platforms. Yeah, okay. Oh, no! That's extremely unfortunate. He's gonna have to go through the entire sub-area again, just to get to the end. That's quite a costly mistake. Ooh, Curb scaring me again there. With the movement to the moon behind the mountain there. Yes, that's gonna be the end of luncheon for Curbs. He just has to grab the multi-moon. Luke, on the other hand, now getting the cheese moon. Doing that a little cleaner than what Curbs did. You can see Curbs is now behind. See his timer switch to pink there. That's unfortunate. Did not have the cleanest luncheon. But he is still winning the race right now. By quite a big margin. Okay, Luke bonking on his way over to the sub area. Oh, making do that exact same mistake. Curbs made that exact same mistake in that sub area. Luke looking to not die though, to maybe save some time over Curbs. Let's see. Oh, what is that strat? I mean, it works. Definitely works. Not fast, but it works. Curbs is gonna be grabbing all the coins behind the chest as well. And then making his way back up here to fight the dragon like you would normally in Ruined. So yeah, the only real difference in Ruined is grabbing that moon at the beginning, and then they are gonna grab this coin hinder, EST, Curbs ground pound there, reveal a Captain Toad, that gives you 200 additional coins. And as I mentioned earlier, they do need 1,000 coins throughout the entirety of the run to get a Toadette moon later. In Mushroom 2, right before they actually go to the dark side. Alright. So yeah, Curb's now just doing the Ruined fight as normal. Not that much to talk about here. Might look cool if you've never seen it before, but once you've seen it so many times, it's just kind of like, okay, he's just fighting the dragon. And we've got both runners going to that kingdom as well, so I'm trying to think of something to talk about for a bit. Maybe just talking about how much I'm looking for something to talk about will give me enough time to get through it. Finding something to talk about in Ruined is always a struggle for commentators unless they pre-plan for stuff like this. Alright, well Curbs is going to be finishing up the fight here. And actually, conveniently, Luke is now going to make his way over to this moon. I want to see how this goes for him. Alright, so now Luke gonna be having to get back up here to the wire. Okay, very nice. So Luke now entering the dragon fight as Curbs exits it. So we did manage to get through Ruined. Well, kinda. We still got cutscenes. This kingdom is, pretty boring. But coming up next, we do have Bowser's Kingdom. And Bowser's is going to be very different from what you're used to seeing in any percent if you watch that category a lot. There are going to be a lot of extra moons, a lot of additional checkpoints for revisits later. Like, if you watch any percent runs, you might not know there's so many moons in Bowser's, but Bowser's actually has, like, a very high amount of moons. It has some of the... I think it's, like, probably in the top 5 amount of moons of kingdoms in the game. But in any percent, you just need 8 to exit, so you only get the ones along the way, and a lot of the moons are restricted until after you beat the game anyways, which is what makes revisiting this kingdom very optimal. But yeah, you're gonna see Curbs, once he gets over to this second island, you're gonna see him set up for Bird Dram, which is another capture warp strategy using these Pokio enemies. So you're gonna see him leave the Pokio here, throw Cappy by it as he grabs this moon. What he's trying to do is make it so like Cappy homes in on this Pokio. Very nice. Up the roll cancel for style points as well. Luke now finishing up Ruined. And there's what I was talking about earlier. Curbs grabbing that checkpoint to make the revisit later easier. And doing triple jump ogre. Very fast from Curbs. Very nice. Alright. So now going into the shards area with Curbs, it's going to be similar to any percent until the very end. It's going to be the same as any percent until the end of shards. So they're going to be grabbing these 4 shards like you would in any percent. Setting up for dive back. Ooh, Cappy not homing in, having to reset up. Cappy's still not being cooperative. Getting it on the 3rd try though. Now trying to do the rest of shards like he normally would until here. So now this is going to be a little different. So he's going to be breaking open that block as well, then grabbing the last shard. So now what he's going to do is he's going to poke his nose in the wall there, which will spawn a really easy and quick moon. And then he's going to be jumping around here to grab another quick moon. And then the very convenient thing about this moon is that when you go in the pipe, it actually takes you right to the shards moon. As Luke nails Bird Dram as well. Wanted to point that out. Very nice from him. Taking a bonk there. Doing a long jump on the rail. It's very nice backup. Doing spin pound ogre there. Slightly less optimal than Curbs, but not that big of a deal. Curbs setting up for Bowser Dram actually. Trying to warp to this pylon as he grabs this moon. Very nice. That strat is a lot harder than it looks. And they are going to be making a pit stop here as well next to the shop to grab the Jizo moons. As Luke enters shards. Luke going for dive back, actually getting it first try, alright. So saving some time over Curbs there. Maybe trying to chip away at that lead a little bit. Curbs now going to the bunny fights. Let's see which one he goes for first. Curbs is going Harriet first, alright. Staying true to himself. doing the first person Harriet strats. Alright. Very nice. Very fast Harriet fight from Curbs, as Luke is now grabbing the Shards Moon. So Curbs still out to a multiple minute lead at this point. You'd have to make some pretty big mistakes for Luke to catch up, but this race is barely halfway over. So I'm not going to say that the race is over yet, because it's not. There's still a lot of gameplay left that could go wrong, and has gone wrong in previous races. As I say that, Curbs messing up the topper fight a bit. That's unfortunate. Because Luke now gets the Jizo moons here. Alright. So Curbs is going to be going up to the mech fight after grabbing 2 more moons, actually. There's another additional moon to the one that you would grab in any percent. Like I said earlier, Bowser's has a lot of moons you might not even know exist if you only watch any percent. They're all kind of along the way, but there are some that just like barely didn't make the cut compared to other moons that we do get in any percent. Luke actually doing topper first. Okay. So this race is kind of Harriet versus topper first as well. Okay. So Curbs is going to be grabbing this second Ogre Moon here as well. Making the Ogre break open that rainbow box there. The box that's kind of shining. To grab another Moon. And then he's going to be making his way up to the Mecha Brutal fight now. As Luke fights Harriet. Alright. Oh wait, never mind. Curbs is gonna be grabbing. There's more moons. I keep forgetting. This category, there's so many moons in Bowser's, and I just forget all of them. So Curbs is gonna be dropping down here to grab another moon back here. Getting it first try. That moon can be very annoying to grab sometimes. And then he's gonna be grabbing one more moon before the Mecha Brutal fight. As Luke finishes up bunnies, he's gonna be dropping down, grabbing this moon from the Bowser statue nose. And then using a very conveniently placed pylon to get back up. So now he's gonna be going to the Mecha Brutal fight. Looking to see how well this goes. Oh no! Looks like the game ate his dive input there. Because that climb was really fast, but then he just didn't dive. Oh geez. Having some issues here. Quite unfortunate. Okay. Getting out on his third try. Bailing the topper hit. Now going to be setting up for Harriet third and target acquired. Which are pretty difficult strats actually. So you're going to see him position himself in the bottom right of this Harriet bubble. Try to ground pound it when the mech jerks backwards. Very nice. Alright. Setting up for target acquired. Nailing that as well. Very nice from Curbs. Other than that leg climb, that was a really nice mech. So now we're gonna see Luke going back to this moon behind the boxes over here. Here's what I was talking about earlier when I said this moon can be annoying to grab. You can poke everywhere around the hole there. And now Luke is gonna be dropping down to get the Bowser statue nose moon thing. Yeah. and then going up to the mech fight for himself. Luke definitely having a way cleaner leg climb than Curbs, saving a bit of time over him there. Setting up for the second topper hit, and before Curbs goes off to Bowser's Kingdom, he has to be grabbing one more moon behind the Odyssey. Or before he heads off to Moon Kingdom. Okay, so Luke now setting up for Harry at third and target acquired. Nailing Harry at third. Oh, what? How did he stay on? Okay, so he is going to be taking some time loss from that, but I'm in shock. How did he stay on? Oh, what? That's nuts. Alright, so Luke having a bit of a hiccup there with target acquired, but still hitting Spewer in a pretty timely fashion there. Probably lost him like 15 to 20 with all that jumping around. But I think Curbs probably lost more with this leg climb shenanigans. Ooh, Curbs having to do a homing cap throw to get over to the to this bunny moon here. Not having any issues with it though, that's good. Oh yeah, and I should point out, moon is actually very different than what you're used to seeing at 90%. We are going to be grabbing moons here. We actually grabbed no moons in the Moon Kingdom in 90%. That's kind of funny to think about. Alright, so Curbs now making his way. Oh, that was close. Alright, so Curbs making his way over to this treasure chest moon. And Curbs now gonna be going over to Moonskip. Luke letting me know that he does have one extra moon right now compared to Curbs, apparently. Ooh, Curbs with the spin pound. Alright. Very nice Moonskip. Alright. Oh, Curbs diving over the up in the rafters moon. Having to climb back up. Alright. So Curbs now going into the Bowser fight here. Luke grabbing that bunny moon as well, but having to watch as the bunny jumps in the air. Having to watch that. You already got the moon, but you just have to wait for it to land. It's kind of agonizing, to be honest. So Luke now going to be getting this rolling rock moon. And then making his way over to the treasure chest moon. Curb setting up for fast hat. Getting the second base fast hat. Very nice. Luke's a little far back on that triple jump. But yeah, still making it with no issues. Yes, that jump isn't too precise. Now gonna be trying to grab these this rocket flower here to get back over. They're gonna be grabbing both rocket flowers like he would in any percent to make his way over to Moonskip. As Curbs now sets up for the third phase fast hat. timing a damage take here, set up, grabbing the hat very quickly, very nice. Alright. So Luke now make his way up to the chapel as well. And he's gonna be going up in the rafters. Oh no, so he's gonna have to reset up as well. He had an opportunity to save a bit of time over Kirbs there, but he is gonna be having to reclimb as well. So Kirbs now almost at the end of the any percent segment, going through the escape section. Looks like he will probably be finishing the any percent section with what looks like a 106 or 107, which is very, like, given the mistakes that he had earlier, that's still very solid. Alright, Curb setting up for 2D skip, nailing that first try as well, very nice. No XD skip, unfortunately. So yeah, Curb's now entering the pillar room at 105.55, so he can finish off this 90% segment with a 106. Fireballs look good. Alright, so it's good thing that he sent an extra one. Having to get the extra one to hit as well. It looks like I do have a co-commentator joining me now as well.
Yeah. Figured I'd come in for the second half.
Yeah, you might as well. Alright. So yeah, Curbs finishing up the 90% section. Main thing that set Luke so far behind was missing late clip and attempting it for around half a minute, but then just giving up on it entirely and having to do a slower route.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, but there were other smaller things as well. Curbs has also made a plethora of mistakes, but Curbs is definitely still on a really good pace for the run overall.
All right. So the gap we got, say, what looks to be about a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's a little over 2 minutes.
Okay.
That would be a good guess. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not over yet though, because post game definitely contains a lot of high risk, little reward strats.
Yeah.
For Dark Side.
I mean, yeah, we start with the craziest jumps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like in Cap 2, but first we got to make our way through Mushroom. Oh yeah, there's also a dumb jump in Mushroom as well. Oh,
Right,
Luke
yeah.
unable to go for XD skip there.
Yeah, the Goomba jump, it can be kind of annoying sometimes in Mushroom.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not exactly the hardest thing, but if you miss it, then you have to go and grab an entirely different Goomba, which loses a lot of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. So Luke now going to Pillars room, and he could be finishing this up with a 108 if he has a good Pillars. Curse finished with a 106.55, I think it was. Or not, something like that. Whatever. In the 50s. I wasn't exactly paying the best attention since I was playing what was going on. Luke also nailing early pillar. Alright. And also it's gonna be interesting, there is gonna be route difference in Lake 2 since Luke didn't do Lake Clip. So there's just gonna be route difference in general because he has to like get some different moons, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the route that happens without Lake Clip. So.
Yeah, neither am I. So I guess we'll find out. Ooh, curves with the roll.
Yeah, that's cool.
The gap there. All right. Going over to Grow Flower Garden, and then gonna be making his way over to Mushroom Kingdom Timer Challenge. So looks like Luke exited with a low 109 there. So the difference is slightly over 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay. So Curb's getting the timer challenge, no issues at all. And
Yeah, that moon is kind of tight. They don't give you much
kind of,
time. They
yeah.
really
Compared
give
to
you
other ones,
time
it's
otherwise.
yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta make a beeline for it, and that's it.
Yeah,
Some of the timer challenges you can make it so that you get other ones along the way, but
yeah,
that one really doesn't have anything near it.
yeah. Okay, so here's what we were talking about earlier, the Goomba jump.
There we
Okay.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay, that was still close. That was
that was
close.
kind of scary.
Yeah, still sketchy. That
Looked
scared me a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a bit late, but it was just on the edge.
Yep. Okay, so now Curve's gonna be making his way up the castle to grab another quick moon up here. One of the only moons in the game where you can actually turn the camera during the cutscene. I don't know why specific moons have that and others don't, but it's just how it works.
Yep.
There's like 2 that I know of that can do that. Did Luke just bonk and talk to the shop at the same time, or did I see that wrong?
No, he didn't bonk.
Okay, it looked like he bonked to
Oh,
the
did Luke? I actually wasn't watching Luke's screen.
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like Mario kind of sat back, so he might have just like held back. But either way, Curb's out of Mushroom 1 now.
Yeah, we just go into the castle just to see a hint art and then leave.
Yeah, you talk to the Toad and he's like, "Hey, help us find Peach." Then you just peace out. I mean, you do technically find Peach a couple of times along the way, but you never
Yeah.
actually complete the quest. You have to talk to Toad there and go into the castle. Well, I mean, you kind of have to go into the castle anyways to get the hint art.
Yeah, the hint art is really why we go in the castle.
And talking to Toad also unlocks the Peach moons later in the game, so that's another reason. Okay, so Curve's now gonna be starting off with another pretty precise jump here.
Yep.
Over to the moon rock. Okay,
Yeah,
take
people-
your time.
Yeah, I've seen people go for that a lot more instead of rolling into jumping. Instead of doing a roll cancel into that long jump, doing simply just jumping on top of the fence into a long jump.
Yeah, I've seen other people just do 2 long jumps as well.
Yeah, doing a roll cancel long jump, like where the first
Yeah.
one lands on the fence.
Yep, alright, so Curve's now up at the top. He is gonna be going up on the left side. Not sure if that's more optimal, but it might be.
It might be.
Talking to Captain Toad, Luke's setting up for Goomba Jump.
There it is.
Oh,
That one looked early.
yeah, both of them scaring me. And now Curb's just gonna be, you know, sacrificing Mario's life for a moon real quick.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's all cool, it's fine. Alright. So Luke now getting up on the castle. Ooh, Curb's almost missed that moon.
Yeah.
There's so much scary stuff in post game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, that was kind of a blind jump to that scarecrow too.
Yeah.
Like that dive down from that last moon in midair. That was pretty blind. I wasn't entirely sure where the landing was from there. So.
Yeah, the landing is
Curbs to
directly yeah, the landing is directly below the moon. So if you just ground pound there, you're fine.
But he didn't grab.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, did he ground pound? I thought he
No.
ground pounded. Oh, never mind then.
He did.
I thought he did. Okay, well, there are as you can see, the moon rock enables a ton of extremely fast moons in this in the kingdoms. And we're also going to be grabbing 5 shop moons along the way. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Toadette achievement, but I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. That's just something that I think I've heard.
Right.
Okay.
And then there's this crazy jump as well, where you have to
Get the
stop
bird.
on the sign, get that
Okay.
bird,
Okay, yeah.
and then go back and keep going.
Yeah, and also that bird is on a cycle, so if you're too slow, then yeah, rip you. Okay, so now Curbs is gonna be grabbing the moon that he spawned with the bird, and he's gonna be jumping on like specific sections to raise the Paragoombas max height to get up to this to the city, the main city area, to scare this Monitor.
Yeah. And hi, this is live.
Yes, hello. Also, thank you Tasselfoot for the 18 viewer rate. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. Alright. So Luke also sacrificing Mario's life for a moon. It's just how it goes sometimes.
It's just part of the route. It's in there a few times actually.
Yeah, death warps are a thing in this game.
Yeah.
In multiple instances. Okay, Luke taking his time with that moon grab as opposed to just blindly jumping off the edge like Curbs did. The down throw into the into the scarecrow as well. That's interesting. Alright.
There's no such thing as reruns of this channel. I don't understand. Okay.
I think he means on other things. So pretty much everything on Twitch is live. But so GSA used to do reruns. They did some reruns.
I mean, yeah, but it's then it's clearly marked that it's a rerun and not live.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this is live. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably trolling. Doesn't matter.
I mean, even if he's not. Okay. And now here's something important to point out. He is going to be revisiting Lake first instead of Cascade. And that's just to look at a hint art to get in Cascade later.
Yes.
All right. So Luke going through the latter half of Cap 2. Curbs going into Lake 2. And Luke actually grabbed the Notes Moon in Lake 1 since he didn't do Lake Clip. So Curbs is going to be having to grab that moon now. So it's just gonna be weird going into Lake 2. I want to see the route that Luke has to go for. I'm pretty sure he grabbed an extra moon so that he doesn't have to get like the treasure chest moon in the Lake 2. Because I remember he said he was up a moon, and that would make sense if he didn't grab the treasure chest moon that you would normally get with Lake Clip. Ooh, Curb's trying to vault there, messing it up a little bit. Make his way up to the moon rock. Okay, so Luke's setting up for this timer challenge as well, doing a pretty cool strat where you leave your hat by it, dive towards the platform, and then it looks like you're just killing Mario, but then the platform spawns beneath you. It's pretty cool.
And you have to do it like that. If you were to dive like anytime after, really, the platform would start to sink, and you really wouldn't get to the key in time.
Yep. And there's the hint art. Curbs just looked at the hint art I was talking about earlier.
Yep, and Curb's gonna be going for Dory at the same time as this timer challenge. Like I said, picking up a moon along the way to a timer challenge.
That happens twice in Lake, now that I think about it. There's both of the Lake Kingdom timer challenges are so lenient that you can grab additional moons in the middle of them.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So we are gonna see Curbs. Oh, he's going for the cheap dram actually.
Yeah, that's a cool strategy. Okay, setting up the hat there. Gonna be getting this moon inside, and then we'll be warping back to the cheap that his head is by.
Yeah, he homed in right before talking to this
lady.
There it is. There we go. Nice. Now just using that cheap to get this color moon. Ooh, missing it. Ooh. Okay, there we go. That hitbox is kind of wonky. Like, sometimes you think it's more lenient than it actually is. Okay. Alright, so, and here's another one of the post-game moons that's just floating out in the air. You'll notice that a lot of post-game moons caused by the moon rock are just either floating in midair or ground pound a spot to win.
Yep.
Like, hey look, there's one. Got a bit of moon grab sync, even if it's separate moons.
Yeah, and this is gonna be interesting to see what Luke is gonna go for, because like we said, he's got different amount of moons going on.
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea of what he's gonna do. Like, you see the Tyra challenge that Curbs is doing right now? So like,
yeah, he missed a jump, so he's not gonna go for Dory Moon.
Yeah.
He'll get that in a second. We'll probably swim back up for that in a bit.
Yeah. Or did he? No, did he already get that?
I don't know. That's on you.
Oh yeah. Because in Lake 1 he already got that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically what Luke is gonna be doing, or at least what I assume he's gonna be doing, is curves with the
Nice.
bounce on the NPC. That's actually a pretty smart strat. He's gonna be like doing a jump up to the painting platform, like during that timer challenge as well, to grab the chest moon that you would normally get with Lake Clip, but you can't really. That's what I assume he's gonna be doing.
Well, yeah, that's a fun jump to see. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get to see that.
I mean, I remember asking him what to do, like, when I was trying to win this category. I remember asking him what to do if you missed Lake Clip, and he just told me about it, so I think that's what he's gonna be doing. That would make sense to me. Okay, so Curb's not going into Cascade 2. You are gonna be grabbing 20 moons here. Cascade is also pretty, it doesn't have that many moons, but since it's a small kingdom, they're like very concentrated. That's why we revisit so many like small kingdoms like Lake and Lost, because there's just so many moons in such a short like area. You see Curbs going up for another timer challenge here. Pretty similar to the last one we saw in Lake, actually.
Yeah. So we're not gonna pick up a moon on the way to this, but you'll notice that now that we have this moon, just pay attention to how long he doesn't have a hat for.
Yeah. Like
Still going. It's still going.
Alright.
And there it is.
Goes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I want to see on Luke's screen. He's probably gonna do what I was talking about. Yeah, so now he's probably gonna wait on top of this. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because you need your cap back for this jump, so you gotta wait for it.
Oh, he missed the long jump. Ooh, okay, so he's gonna have to reset up.
That's gonna cost some time right there. Gonna just go up to the top and wait there.
Yep. So Curbs did activate the Cascade Moon Rock, and then drop down to Captain Toad. Okay, so
there's the long jump. Coming back, using it for cap jump.
Ooh, homing cap there.
A lot of rainbow spins, and there you go.
All right. Yep. Using triple throw to his advantage there to do a really fast homing cap throw. Okay. Ooh, Curb's taking a bonk there, heading over to the dino. And actually, there is a very cleverly named moon here that Curbs is going for, called Under the Ground. And basically, it's under the ground. That's yeah. Very, very clever moon name, Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, when there's like 800 something moons, I guess you kind of run out of unique names. But at the same
mean, there's also a moon in this kingdom that's just called Moon by the Rock, I believe, or something like that. The one you get along with the bunny moon in this kingdom. The one that's
atop the rubble, just something like that.
Yeah.
This one is called a How to Skip and a Jump, and Kurtz is actually
That's a great name.
Yeah. Now he's actually gonna have to do pretty difficult movement to get back. It's not too hard, but he didn't get another cloud platform, so that scared me a little bit.
Right.
Usually, some runners will grab another cloud platform there to be safer. All right. Ooh. Oh, I've taken a bit of damage there.
Luke didn't get the checkpoint because that's the final visit to Lake Kingdom. That's all we need it for.
Yeah. So... Well, I mean, I think he was talking about the Lake Clip checkpoint that Curbs got in Lake 1. But yeah, he just did a jump to get up to there since he didn't get the checkpoint in Lake 1. Yeah,
the whole point of getting that checkpoint in the Lake Clip is so you can get back up to there after getting the moon in the tunnel out of bounds.
This moon is actually surprisingly precise. Like hitting this piece of rubble is so like dumb. I don't understand why Nintendo made it so precise.
It really is annoying. I've had a lot of trouble, even casually getting that moon. It's just like
I was confused because then I started trying to hit like both of them into it like at the same time because I didn't know if it was even possible to hit it with one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
I saw that one. I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be doing dino skip, I think, to get back up.
Yeah, probably.
Like I saw him jump there, and I was like, So Luke can capitalize on that.
I mean,
wait, did Luke miss Captain Toad? Or no. Sorry,
he didn't.
I got confused because I was like, why is he using the dino? But Luke is actually gonna be doing something that Curbs didn't. He's gonna grab this rolling rock moon with the dinosaur. Moon grab sync. Separate moons, but still. Alright. Oh! Curbs with that attempted first person on Peach that just goes like completely haywire and ends up losing him time for like no reason. I don't know what happened there, but okay. I'm confused, but sure.
It's fine.
Yeah, the game just does stuff like that sometimes.
For some reason, Luke couldn't find a place to wall grab there.
Yeah. Well, how did that work? The Curbs just like ground pounded like so far away from the spot where the actual moon was, and it still spawned. Okay, sure. Okay, so yeah, Curbs now gonna be talking to the shop to get shopping in Fossil Falls, and now it's gonna be doing the pretty cool thing that you talked about earlier, where he's literally just gonna be rolling here, letting the bunny run straight into him, then grabbing atop the rubble. Very
just sitting there.
Yeah, and that's not even a post-game moon either.
That's not that's not a rock
there.
moon.
That's just there.
That's a world peace moon.
That's a moon that just just there.
Appears after beating Madame Brutal. It's just there.
Yes. And also, they used to grab the chest moon here, but they decided to put it back in Cascade 1 because it was really awkward to grab it without your hat. Because you'd have to like go and ground pound on the chest, and it was just really inconvenient. So they switched it back to Cascade 1 like you would in any percent.
Yeah, with the chest flip works out well, and then getting that moon underneath the bridge on the way to this painting here to Cascade, to Bowser's Kingdom.
All right, so yeah, Curb's not going to Bowser's 2. Luke's still around the midway point in Cascade 2. You can see he has 11 out of the 20 moons that he's going to be grabbing. Looking to not make a mistake here. That's going to be some time save over Curbs just by diving into the moon properly.
And then getting back up there is also very important.
Ooh, rolling onto the rail there. So we see Curbs opening the moon rock here. This is going to be opening up this moon, which this moon is a moon rock moon, but then there's another moon in the moat that's just sitting there again, but that isn't a moon rock moon.
Well, it's on the other side, kind of hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to go all the way around.
Yeah.
At least that one's kind of cleverly hidden. Like, you wouldn't notice that that's there unless you, like, jumped in the moat and looked. The other one in Cascade is just there. Like, you can
sitting on top of a piece of rock that's a hat.
Yep, it's just there. Alright, so I think Luke is definitely making up some time in this Cascade too, because he didn't have as many mistakes. Now we see Curb setting up for a vault here, which is a weird strat that he does. I've seen people do triple jumps, and that seems a lot safer, but he is making his way over there.
Oh my god, that tram!
The roll cancel. Oh, he almost got it. Alright. Roll cancel slingshot dram.
No, I think what happened there was he it looked like that. He captured the slingshot right before he picked up the moon, but he somehow picked up the moon after capturing it. But the hat then started to come back to him at that point.
I guess.
It was really strange because, like, if you looked at the animation, it looked like it looked like he was about to go capture that slingshot, but he didn't. He got the moon instead. So, like, cut it short. Strange.
Yeah. On Curb screen, you can see Nintendo showing no consistency, you know, putting a moon in the right bunny and the left horn. And that really bugs me for some reason. I don't know why. It just
it's not mirrored. You can't in the right horn it's coins, and the left bunny is coins.
Yep, it's just one coin in the left bunny. It's not even coins, it's just one coin.
It's probably also one coin on the right horn.
Yeah. Ooh. Curbs with a very fast movement into the timer challenge. So you're gonna see he's not gonna get his hat back before he enters the sub area. Or maybe he is.
Oh, he did. He did because he
I mean, I
missed the
think it
ground pound.
automatically gives you it back when you go into the pipe.
Well, he missed the ground pound. Was part
I
of
mean,
it.
yeah,
He
that's
didn't-
true, but I didn't see
he had
like
to set
Happy
out
do
the
any
second
coming back. I just saw him kind of like teleport there.
Hmm.
And also, the easiest to cheese subroom in existence here. You can just. There's no way this wasn't intended. You're supposed to bring the
No,
G's
absolutely.
here.
Yeah, I
And
know
you
you
can
mention that every time. It really, yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay, dude. Okay, dude. Listen, okay? I don't have anything else to talk about here. It's a dumb sub area.
And there's the
like
triple
not
jump.
much else. Yep, there's that. There's not much else to talk about there, okay?
Wow.
Luke actually getting the slingshot during there.
No, he didn't.
Did he not? Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'll just shut up.
I'm sorry, Gannon.
Commentator gives up on commentating midstream. Okay, so you can see. So yeah, Luke getting the bunny,
Mm-hmm.
and then going over to the left horn.
I really like this. Oh, wait, wrong. Yeah, actually, no, I am right. Yeah, because he gets this moon, and then captures it back. Yeah, you can turn it
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
For some reason, when there's a moon there, you can just hold back and go the other direction. That doesn't happen with like anything else. It's kind of weird.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it's faster.
Yeah. I really like this movement, is what I was talking about. Being able to long jump over here to the other side of this wall.
Mm-hmm. And the floating hat, because you were never supposed to see this, but you know. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, basically, Curbs is probably going to be trying some really cool movement for these notes. This notes moon has a lot of different strats, and some of them look really nice.
Yeah, I saw Strabo's strategy earlier today, and that was crazy.
Ooh, okay, he went for it there. There we go. All right.
Yeah, that was similar to what Strabo's did, but Strabo's, I think, got it a little more cleaner than that.
Yeah, Curbs went for it there. He wanted to get it. He just messed it up a little bit, but still managed to get them decently fast. Alright.
Ooh, having to go for the first person strat, messing that up.
Yeah, you just have to look away from the spawn. And then the bird just pops back into existence right on top of you, for some reason. So many weird strats like that. But yeah, Curbs is now done with Bowser's too. Going to Lost. Lost
a bit
2
of a
is...
longer cutscene because we have our Cascade Moons as well.
So yeah, we are already up to 219 out of the 250 required to reach the dark side. It's crazy how fast it goes in post-game. So many quick moons. So yeah, going into Lost 2, very infamous for being a pretty bad kingdom. Lots of stuff that can go wrong and lose tons of time. Mainly because the entire kingdom is over poison. You're gonna be starting off with a quick warp up to the top. And then, since neither runner grabbed the White Spire Moon in Moon Kingdom, they are going to be going into the Lost Shop. Ooh! Kurtz with the hot spin pound there.
Luke, the spinies are just not cooperating.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna...
Okay, just barely getting that music note, Moon.
Yeah, at least he didn't miss it. That would have been really bad.
I'm pretty sure music notes is Captain Toad Moon. That we get. Because we do get a lot of music notes in this route.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would not be surprised. Because you do get 12 total Toadette Moons. One of them is just for beating the game, though. So, ooh, Kurds with the buffer jump there.
Nice.
Completely unnecessary, but you know.
Looks cool.
Ooh. Okay, so Luke...
I gotta go for it on the way back down. Just
Okay.
fall right into them.
Yeah, I've seen Mitch do a down throw there to grab the second set of moons.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool doing it, yeah.
And now you just have to wait for the Sharpedo to move a bit. Ooh, okay. He was attempting to break open this rock by making the Sharpedo shoot at a pretty precise angle, but having to set up a second time.
Yeah. I know the simple way that Stratos does is simply just get damaged.
Yeah. I mean, that's what sometimes you have to do that in any percent as well. Like if you're
Mhm.
not used to that strat, that's just a pretty easy way of doing it.
Yeah.
Cause you can't really mess it up because you're kind of supposed to mess it up. So. Okay, Curve's doing some pretty okay, making his way up with no issues. I've seen multiple people die there before. It's not
It's crazy
fun.
wall jump.
Okay.
Navigating this is really annoying too. So
Yeah.
Trevor's got a value dive over here before. His run. In his run earlier today, he got a value dive over to that
Yep.
to one of those moon shards.
And that moon, like,
It was bad.
yeah. And that orange moon that Curbs just got there, you might notice a different color from the rest of the moons in this kingdom. That's because the moon is from Snow Kingdom. That's why he looked at that hint art earlier in the game in Snow Kingdom. And here's another music announcement.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we say the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, it has to be. Like, it has to be one of the Toadette moons.
Definitely.
Is music notes.
if not multiple.
Is
it,
there?
It has to be. There's more than one.
Is
but
there?
Yeah, but I don't think that you get enough to get like the other ones. Okay, so Curbs is gonna be
Oh, this is cool.
Yep. There's three really close. Okay, yeah, there's three moons really close together, but he is gonna be grabbing these two first. Not trying to grab them like in between all this movement that like you can, which is respectable enough.
Yeah.
Since doing it the other way can be pretty risky.
I feel that was a very good way of doing that.
Definitely.
Yeah, Luke getting the precise angle there.
Yeah, very nice.
And getting the timer challenge at the end as well.
Okay.
They're gonna be going for, looking like they're not going towards the timer challenge at all, because they're gonna go for this moon over here, and then go back over to, and then make a straight line.
That's another moon that's just right there. Oh, Kurt's is gonna. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Scared me. That moon that Curve's got in the middle of the timer challenge is at least semi-cleverly named. It's named the Shining Fruit.
Okay.
I don't.
Luke taking a bit of a safer strategy towards this moon here.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the wall jumps that Curbs did.
Also spin pounding down to that shard as well. Cappy, okay. Didn't cooperate with him the first time. Yeah, he's being a lot more safe than Curbs here with these shard strats.
Oh, absolutely.
Using. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we are approaching the end of this race now. Luke is gonna be grabbing his last couple moons in Lost 2, as Curbs grabs 2 quick moons in Mushroom 2 and then heads to the castle to get 12 additional Toadette moons and another moon in the castle. So that's gonna be it. After that, they're gonna go to the dark side and do kind of a boss gauntlet in Moon Gravity. But yeah, for now we're probably gonna be looking at Luke's screen mainly because Curbs is just gonna be talking to Toadette.
And talking to Toadette. And going in first person occasionally as well. You might do some first person strategies.
Yep. Ooh.
So you spawn this moon and then go to Toadette. Because it takes so long for that thing to spawn that it's not worth waiting around for it.
Yep, you get it after all the Toadette moons.
Oh.
So yeah, Curbs is doing all those first person modes that you're talking about. Okay. Luke not even looking at where to set up the trapedal there. Doing it kind of a blindly, still making it work there. Very nice.
And yeah, given that we have 12 Toadette moons here, doing a first-person strategy for every last one of them kind of adds up.
Yeah, definitely adds up in categories like All Unique Moons, where you get like literally more than 60 here. So
yeah,
that's the most entertaining part of the run. Losing seconds to not knowing how to first-person mode. It's great. You just losing additional time. Okay, and so in the chat letting us know, Toadette moons for notes are 5 and 20, so don't think they get the second one. For the music note moons. Which I
Sounds pretty true.
guess... Yeah, 5 and 20 sounds right, but they might get 20, but I doubt it. Ooh, missing a first person mode.
Curves! Yeah, that was quite a long first person mode right there.
Wow, alright. Unoptimal SMH.
Okay, that's the final one of the moons there from Toadette, and then grabbing this guy and warping back to the Odyssey.
Here we go, we're going to Dark Side, boys.
Yep.
This is gonna be it for the race, but however, Dark Side is not like 100% free either. If you make a mistake here, you can lose minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Curves potentially goes for the life up part just because he wants to make sure like that he keeps this lead.
Yeah, definitely. He has no reason to not go for it as well since he's not on PB pace or anything.
Yeah.
But he might just not go for it from like a sense of pride, which I could understand if he does that as well.
I mean, I could understand that, but like we're in a competition here with races, like I would just take it to be safe and just like, you know, just do it.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. Ooh, look at that super fast first person mode. Wow. Look at him go. He's flying. Okay. So we're gonna see if Curbs decides to take it here in a second.
No.
Nope. Oh, I thought he was dead. How ironic would that have been? How ironic would that have been? Just dives off the edge and dies immediately.
Yep.
He's got Ringo on lockdown. Well, we're starting in Topper here.
Yeah, Rango's the last boss before Becca Brutal.
Yeah, I was just making a reference to a.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's a great Chaos Sprinkle reference.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Chaos was on world record pace in Darkside, and then he said, "All right, boys, we got Rango on lockdown." Then he just rolled off the edge and died. He didn't even get to the fight. He just died immediately and killed it. All right. So yeah, Curb is now gonna be going to Harriet, very similar to the non-moon gravity fight. There's not that much difference in the strats.
Yep.
Alright. And also, Luke letting us know he is on PB pace, and his PB does happen to be a 150 flat. So he could be getting his first 1-4X in this race. Which, even if he doesn't win, getting a PB in a race, that's still very impressive.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Especially if it's a barrier like that. Alright, so Curb's next foe is gonna be Spewart. And Spewart is also pretty similar. There's just a little bit of different strats to accommodate for the moon gravity. Harriet is almost 100% the same though, since it involves a lot of diving anyways.
Yeah, and Luke potentially with him being on 1-4X space.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he grabbed it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't grab it either.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up right now.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, if he's confident in his stuff, then he won't grab it.
Keep
No, it looks
going
like
for
he's
it.
confident. Alright. Respectable. So yeah, if you guys... What? Huh? What was that? Oh wait, did Cappy hit it? Cappy hit it. I thought Mario hit it from all the way up there.
No.
I was like... I got...
It was still a very interesting way of grabbing that knife apart. But yeah.
Yep. Alright. So Curb's now going into Rango.
The most different fight of all four.
Yeah, definitely. Topper's pretty different as well, but Rango definitely has some pretty unique strats here.
Yes.
So we're gonna be starting off here, and he's just gonna be doing one jump straight up to him.
Yeah. Oh, this is the fun strategy of just staying right here.
And you just wait, and then he just, and then you don't even move, and he's just dead. All right. So it looks like Kirbs will probably be taking the W on this one, unless he messes up the Mecha Brutal fight really badly or dies or something, which is possible. I'm not gonna deny it. That is possible. It's just rather unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, Kirbs not taking any damage during the dark side either. Very nice. So the choice to not grab the life apart, paying off actually.
Kirbs missing the pipe.
Yep.
Overshooting it.
Overshooting it a little bit. Okay. Doing the optimal calf throw there. Very nice. I love how the Moon Gravity mech fight looks, because you can just cheese it so hard. You're supposed to grab a pan bro to do this fight.
But
or
nope,
like,
just do a ground pound jump and you'll get up there.
Oh! Okay, he went... Oh! Oh, okay.
The Mecha Brutal just landed on top of him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he went for like some sort of like topper acquired strat there.
Right.
Okay. Monk ass, he took damage.
It's fine.
I know, but you know that it doesn't normally happen. And if it happens again, then
He's fine.
He's fine. Smile. Smile. This is 100% okay.
Yeah.
This is okay. Okay, so he is okay. Just has to hit the Harriet bubble to end it. Let's see.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a W for Kirbs. Taking the cake on this quarterfinal match. Very nice. Actually finishing with a 146 as well, which is very respectable time. That's nothing to laugh at. Especially considering the mistakes that he made.
as well.
Yeah, especially considering.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna be like within like 10 seconds of his PB.
Right. Oh, almost jumped over the moon. Okay, so 146.37 for Kirbs. Luke's still on PB pace for himself, though.
Yeah.
By quite a lot, I would assume.
Yeah, he's on like a 148, like a high 148 pace right now. Somewhere in the 148 range.
Yeah, maybe a low 149. I don't know the exact timing, but I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kirbs is finished.
I'm starting to learn it, at least within Dark Side itself. I can figure it out.
Yeah, I definitely know he's on sub 150 pace though. Like, there's no way the Mecha Brutal takes like 2.5 minutes.
No.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay. It's just the cutscene after the fight is so long, and that's what throws me off. Cause I kind of know how long the fight lasts, but I don't know how long the cutscene lasts. You see Kirbs just kind of spin jumping around now.
The cutscene, what, the end?
Yeah, at the end of the, like, after you beat the Mecha Brutal is kind of long.
Yeah, it's about, I'd say like 20 seconds maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere between 10 and 20 seconds.
Oh. Did he just do topper first?
No, there's topper right there.
It was Rango. Okay. I was like, that would have been the ultimate meme. But no, just sticking with the 90% order for now. Alright. Yeah, looking like a 149.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Oh! Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Alright.
Woo!
This is fine. This is fine.
Is this okay? Yeah,
Where are we? Where did we go?
Sure, Gabe. This fight is so fun to commentate because so much random crap can happen in it. Okay, so Luke is definitely still finishing off with a PB if he can grab on it.
Yeah, this is turning into like a
Alright.
149.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So Curve's winning by around 3 minutes. And going back to oh, tried to do dive vault meme tree. All right. So it looks like we do have Luke joining for an interview in a sec. But okay.
You're both here. Curb's
Yep.
still attempting for dive vaults.
welcome both of you guys. Okay.
Hey.
So I guess let's start with Curbs as the winner. What is your overall feel on this run? Like, give me a little rundown.
I don't know. This one just shows me how easy it is to PB, because I was like over a minute behind leaving Moon, and I have so much time saved. I even lost like 35 seconds in Cascade to that weird jump or whatever, falling down and having to back it up.
Yeah.
But I still was on PB pace after that, which surprised me.
Yeah.
So hopefully next race I can get a at PB in there. We'll see.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got someone who did get a PB.
Yeah.
All new Luke, congratulations on yours. Getting the first sub 150 for you as well.
Yeah. I was over a minute and a half behind leaving Moon,
That
but I
seems like a
golded like
common
half
theme.
of my post-game splits.
Wow. All right. So assume you probably did some practice for that then.
Nope.
Never mind. Okay.
Now you're both trying dive vaults in Lost Kingdom.
Look at them go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a fun race to commentate because there was a lot happening at pretty much every moment. Like one of you was doing something cool or making a weird mistake at pretty much every moment in the run, which was probably a lot of
Wait.
fun to watch as well.
Someone hide a balloon.
Give Luigi some love.
My
Yeah,
mech fight in Bowser's was very weird.
Oh yeah, the spirit shenanigans. I forgot to mention that. And Curbs didn't exactly. Yeah, Curbs didn't exactly have the best mech fight either.
Yeah, I kind of hacked up the start, but whatever.
Yeah. Alright.
Yay, Luke hiding a balloon.
Well,
while Curbs is loading up. Oh, we're not online.
okay. Sure. Yep. Alright. Well,
Right, that
it was
thing.
worth it was worth a shot. Well, anyways.
You know, at least he got some attention. We talked to him.
Yep. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks everyone for watching. This is certainly an interesting race. It's probably going to be a pretty interesting tournament to finish up as well. But
I'm
yeah.
really hoping for some really close finishes to happen
Oh my gosh.
very soon.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. That's going to be it for us for today. But be sure to tune in later, as we are going to be continuing this tournament later on.
Well said.
I had no clue what to say, dude. I've never done an outro or an intro.
You just did. Bye.
Bye.